So we're now going to have a look at how to convert our bike into single speed. This is very much a last resort and it's fairly straightforward on a hardtail bike like this. This can happen if we've completely smashed our rear derailleur or bent the mech hanger beyond any use. So this is the process we're going to go through. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my chain off. I need to take the chain off anyway. And on this one we've already set this up with some power links. So using my tool, just get the chain out of the way. So that's the chain out of the way. Now I'm going to take my cable off. Now if I was out on the trail, I'd just tidy this away, maybe with a bit of tape. The next step is going to be taking the rear derailleur off. 5mm Allen key. And it should just unscrew. This is broken, so we're just going to put this in our bag and get it out of the way. The next challenge is to try to feed the chain through so that you end up with it in as straight a line as possible. So we're just going to feed it around. This is a really old bike. It's still in a sort of triple format. And feed it round into a gear that's useful for me at the back. And again, where possible, we're looking for it to run in a relatively straight line. As luck would have it, I've already cut this chain to a suitable length. So I'm just going to split it here. And for advice on how to split and reform the chain, look at one of our other films where we've spoken about doing that. One of the biggest challenges now is making sure that we've got suitable chain tension so the chain doesn't start falling off or keep falling off. So now we've got the chain nice and straight, the next challenge is to cut it so it's not too slack and not too firm. Here's one we prepared earlier, so we've got some nice power links in here to make life a little bit easier for us. I'm going to split the chain down. I'm still going to have some problems potentially with some chain tension. So what I can do, I actually use a bit of hose pipe, and this allows me to adjust the amount of tension that I put on the chain at any one time. Really quite straightforward. Remember to feed it through before you start connecting your chain. Take all the pressure off. Connect it and pull it through there. With a couple of zip ties, what I'm going to do now is just feed my chain round. That's gone a bit too tight. I'm going to pop the hose pipe on the inside of the chainstay. And the reason I'm doing that, A, it provides a little bit of tension, but also it should be guiding the chain onto one of the sprockets on the rear cassette that I want it to work on. So now when I pedal it, you can see I've moved it across. I've got sufficient cable tension for it to, chain tension for it to work. And I'm also keeping it in a useful gear. So not only am I tensioning the chain, I'm giving the chain some direction to go onto a sprocket that I want it to work on the back. And that is how you single speed a bike. As I said right at the start, don't go to this straight away. It may just be easier to take your chain off and freewheel or use your bike as a scooter to get back to where you started. But that's your options.